No, the second guide. The second guide.
Ah,
Mhm. Are you a
okay.
saver or a spender?
Let's see. Okay. Well, I am a saver.
You're a saver.
Yeah, I try.
Okay. Are you ready for your presentation, Armando and Johnny?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So maybe Lopez, that's the reason why people are joining a little bit late for the class, right?
Yeah,
The traffic.
yeah. I told you last time that there are just a few kilometers from my house to the office, and it takes me 30 minutes to get here or to get to the office.
Uh-huh.
Depending on the traffic, I can be, for example, today it took me 10 minutes to get 3 blocks from here, but those 3 blocks to get my house uh, took me another 10 minutes, and it was a third of the journey to get it. So it's kind of difficult. It's kind of difficult, and you have to be patient, and you have to set your mind to get into traffic.
Exactly. Yeah. Are you working from home, Armando, or you're going to the office, to
Well,
the company?
since March, I've been here working from home. So for me, it's easy.
Mm-hmm.
I think because there is
Okay.
no traffic, of course. Uh, but always I wake up early. I like,
Mm-hmm.
start sharp 8
Okay.
p.m. a.m. I mean, so that I have enough time for completing my task during the day. So thanks God we
Okay.
are well connected across the organization. People can work as a team remotely, so there is no any issue with this kind of. For me, let me tell you, it was
Okay.
a new experience at that time in March because I haven't been working like this before. So I have learned a lot of things. For instance, to save my
Do you
time.
think it's
Yeah.
better? Do you
Uh,
think it's better?
Better in terms of comfort, but in terms of
Mm-hmm.
uh, contact with people and have that kind of work relationship at the office is of course different. So I miss so far
Mm-hmm.
that contact with people there and speak face to face, right? Of course, I understand that it's not it's possible, but there is a lot of restrictions, for doing that
Yeah.
because in our office it used to be around 1,000 people, so it's a lot
Wow.
of people there. It's not feasible today to come back there to the office.
Mm-hmm.
So according to the group, instructions, we have to wait 3 months more for assessing if that is the time for coming back to the
Mm-hmm.
regular job.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm. Hey,
But
Frank,
I'm
how are
okay.
you? All right, very good. Okay, that's the most important. Okay, Frank, how are you?
I'm all right, thank you, teacher. How are you?
Okay, pretty good, thank you. Mhm.
Good.
Okay. Well, guys, we're gonna start a. I have a new lesson for you. So the question is, are you a saver or a spender?
Well, as I
I'm
told
saver.
you, I'm saber.
Lopez, what do you think?
Spender.
I don't hear you.
Spender. Do you hear me now?
Guys, do you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, I hear
Because
you.
I
Yes,
Can
don't
you
hear
hear me?
you.
yes, we can.
Can you hear me?
I can hear Lopez, no problem.
You.
Okay, hold on a second, please. Lopez?
Can you hear me now?
Oh, yeah, 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 I do. Hey, Bea, how are you?
Hey guys, I'm fine. How are you?
Hey, all good. Nice to see you.
Okay. I couldn't make it the last days because I was really busy,
Okay.
but I'm gonna send to
Mhm.
you the I don't know how to say in English justification.
Yeah, the justification
Yes.
paper. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Okay. So, Bea, we're gonna start this new topic. This is the question. You already have the file on Schoology. Are you a saver or a spender? We are on week number 2.
Okay. What's the name of the article?
Are you a saver or a spender?
Okay.
Is the second guide. So, going back to you, Lopez, are you a saver or a spender?
Spender.
Spender.
Yeah.
Why not a saver? I think it's better.
Uh, I think the way I was raised, and basically because of the things or much more than the things, because that's the way I've been used to live. But I'm seriously considering to start saving money, because in times like this, it is important to have something that you can rely on, or at least a financial
Mhm.
help of yourself, on your past self to your future self, right? So, but
Yeah.
I'm a spender. I'm not a compulsive buyer, for example, but the money I got, it's
Mhm.
the money I spend. I try to save a little for any emergency now that I got my car in good shape. But
Mhm.
since that, I'm a total spender.
Okay. All right. What about you, Frank? Are you a saver or a spender?
depends of my mood. No,
Okay.
I mean, I think that I'm a saver, but sometimes depends of the situation. I can spend more money that I had uh, in my forecast, for example, because I try to do that
Mhm.
every single month and split the amount of money for each spend I will have every month. But sometimes I spend more money that I will destinate it to do it. But depend of the
Okay.
situation. Yeah. But in general, I think I'm a saver.
Okay. All right. Bea, what do you think?
I'm
What's your
totally
answer?
spender.
Saver or spender?
Yes.
Totally spender.
And I'm sorry for saying that, but it's really difficult for me to not spend my money. So,
Mhm.
and I think
Do you normally make a budget, guys? When you're going to receive your payment, you make a budget. You organize your money, or you just receive it and you spend it all.
In my case, yes, I always organize the money.
Okay. And what do you spend on the most, Bea?
food and the things that I have to pay. I have a loan.
Okay.
That's
Mhm.
the right way to say it, right?
Yeah, loan. Yeah, loan. Mhm.
Yeah, I have a loan, so I have to pay it and food most of the time. And sometimes stupid things like, I don't know, maybe makeup or something I don't actually need.
Okay. All right. And you, Armando? You said that you are a saver, right?
Yeah, because I learned the bad way. Because when I was young, I had a credit card. At that time, I spent my money by using that credit card. So I had,
Mhm.
you know, all the time the bank chasing me by phone. Thanks
Yeah.
God there is no messenger message, no WhatsApp. Thanks God, otherwise I'm gonna be in trouble. Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's the reason why I understood how I had to manage my income so that
Mhm.
to cover my mandatory expenses like regular services, water, electricity, gas, and food, of course. And when my children arrive,
Mm.
the things become worse. So I had to do different, savings and so that to cover, the education expenses, meals, and of course clothes. And thanks God they are already, others that there is no borrowing anymore. And then I learned and on that way
Okay.
my lesson. Yeah. So I
Okay.
recommend
All
just
right.
have a
Very good.
one
Very good.
credit card, no more than one.
Yeah. Do you have credit cards, guys? Lopez?
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Nope.
You used to have,
Yes.
or you used to have.
Yes. I used to have one.
And how was the experience?
It was good until someone decided to clone it and start spending money I didn't have.
What?
Yep.
Really?
Yep. And the curious thing is that it wasn't even here that the cloning was It
Mhm.
was on Texas. So I was watching a match in one night, another night, and I had this call, a girl asking, "Where are you?" And I said, "Why? Who are you? Why are you
Mhm.
asking that?" "I'm calling you from the fraud department of the bank. I don't know what, and blah blah blah, and etc."
Uh-huh.
And she was like, "Have you spent $200 in this store at Austin, Texas?" And I was like,
Uh-huh.
"I bought a Texas double whopper the other day, but other than that, I don't know what you're talking about." Also,
Uh-huh.
you have a fraud because we will have to cancel your credit card, and there was a process, a huge process. So I entered in that process of 2 months when they decided to give the money back. So in that moment, I decided just to cut the plastic off in two and never
Okay.
had another. Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes those things
Yeah.
happen, right? Bea, do you have credit cards?
Uh, I have one, and I really have I really have had bad experiences with credit cards. So once I paid this one, I'm not going to have it anymore.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Hey, Carlos, how are you?
Hello, teacher. Good evening. How are you?
How are you doing? Pretty good, thank
Ah,
you. Mm-hmm.
good.
Okay.
Well, it's really hard this week, but well, here I am.
Really? Are you still
Yes.
working?
Yes, teacher. I'm still working,
Okay.
but here I am.
All right, very good. Carlos, we're going to start the second guide
Perfect.
for the second week. Are you a saver or a spender? That is the name of the file.
Saber, I think.
Saver, you're a
Yes.
saver.
Yeah.
Okay.
Spender inversionista, right?
No, spend. No, no, no. It's spender. It's all the opposite. When you have the money, you spend it all. You do not save money, right, for an emergency, or right, or for something else. So you spend it all.
Saver is the one
So
who put the money in the bank,
saves
right?
money. Yeah, who
Save
saves
money,
money,
exactly.
right? Who saves money.
And
Spender
spend.
is all the opposite.
Ah, okay, okay. And investor is
Oh,
the one who put money in
yes.
some business, right? Okay,
Yeah, for businesses, yes, and so on.
perfect.
Okay,
Yeah.
so are you a saver or spender, Carlos?
Saver teacher. Proud to
Saver.
be a saver. Yeah.
You try to be?
No, I'm a
You are.
saver, I
Okay,
think,
you're a
right?
saver.
I can tell you a lot of that topic because I give a lot of
I
to
know.
to to different companies, right? This
Yes.
type of topic, right? So
Okay.
somebody here
All
can
right.
say me, for what do the human save the money? There are
Yeah.
for no, there are hay cuatro motivos. There are four
There are
motivation.
for reason.
Are for reason exactly to save the money.
Uh-huh.
Exactly.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Perfect.
Carlos, do you
The
think that
reason.
having credit cards is a bad habit?
It depends on the person.
It all depends on the person.
It all depends
So
on the
you
person.
think that having credit cards is not bad? It
It's
all
not
depends
bad.
on the person.
Even
Mhm.
if you use it in a correct way, you can travel around the world with some miles, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. All right. Very good. Okay. Bea, were you going to say something?
Yeah, I was asking Carlos, what are the four reasons to save money?
What are the
The
four
first
reasons,
one
Carlos?
is for special days, right? We save money. For example, in this Christmas, right? Everyone want to use the aguinaldo or the
Mhm.
bonus,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
For spending in some gift, right? To your parents, to your boyfriend, girlfriend, or you. It's better to save money every month to that type of date, right? Or for example, if you have an anniversary with your boyfriend and you want to uh, I don't know, spend like $100 in a gift, is better to have that um, amount in your saves, right? Another reason is for when you get old, but I don't know how to say jubilación
Yeah.
in English.
Mhm. When you get retired,
Exactly, for your
when you get
retirement,
retired.
right?
Mhm. Yeah.
Exactly. And the expert says that you need to save at least the 10% for your retirement. The It doesn't matter the age, right? The
Mhm.
other tip is to save for an emergency, and you can have like the experts say that you need to have $1,000 for emergency. $1,000 for emergency, right? So when you
Okay.
get that, oh, I want to explain it in Spanish, but it's difficult for me. But when you got that amount in your bank, right,
Yeah.
the thousand of dollars, you can
Yeah.
start to save for other things, right? For the retirement or for the gift. And the last one is for your goals. For example, if you
For
want
your
to,
goals.
for your goals, exactly. So that are the four reasons that why we save. What happens if we don't save money, or if we don't save for these four reasons? um, I know that everybody here knows a person who, I don't know, the release of the new iPhone 12, right? And they have an amount of savings, and they say, well, I will spend it in these things, right?
Mhm.
And they got in zero in the bank, right? Or for example, the one who tell you, I want to go to Colombia the next month. Well, but you have a plan to have saves for that plan. No, but we can use the credit
Uh-huh.
card and
Mhm.
doesn't matter. So is that in the why is important to have like goals in the year, right? Or in a largo plazo,
All right.
in a long term,
Yeah,
in a
in a
long
long
term.
term. In a long term. Okay. All right.
Exactly.
Interesting. Okay. Very good. Well, guys, let me share my screen. So you have the first exercise. So right quick, guys, according to your knowledge, according to uh, what you have studied, or according to what you remember, I want you to complete the following sentences with the correct prepositions. Okay, from letter A to letter F. Okay, do it right now, please, and then we're going to check your answers. Let me know when you're done.
I think the first is we are spending a lot of more in food than we used to.
Hmm. We'll see. We'll see, Armando. We'll see.
Okay.
That is not. But that is not the correct preposition.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
But what exercise is, teacher? Sorry.
Is the first one. Is the first one, Carlos?
Perfect. Yeah. So
Yes.
well.
You need to complete the sentences with the correct prepositions.
Okay. is the most complicated topic for me, teacher. The
I
prepositions
know.
are
Yeah.
really difficult for me. But I think I'm ready.
Okay. Is everyone done?
Mm, maybe.
Maybe.
I mean, it will be perfect if we could have some options.
Mm,
So, for
okay.
example, we could choose, but
Uh, mm. This exercise is about your knowledge, what you know, okay, about prepositions. So a very standard exercise. But let's do it together. Okay, Lopez, can you please read the first one?
We're spending a lot more on food than what we used to.
but
So you have
teacher,
on. Yes, tell me, Bear.
On
Yeah, tell me.
I'm not. Okay, sorry, I don't know what I did. Can you
Mhm.
share the screen because I'm in my cell phone, so I have to change from this room to Schoology.
Okay, all right, perfect. Mm, all right, there you go. So the first one, we're spending a lot of money on. Okay, let me tell you something. When you use the verb spend, and this is about verb and prepositions collocations. Okay, when we're talking about verb and prepositions collocations, we're talking about something that is standard. We always follow or we always use certain prepositions followed by certain verbs. Okay, for example, in this case, when you use the verb spend, the preposition is on all the time.
so after ing, for example, is always in, teacher, or not? On.
Mm,
After ing, spending,
no, no,
or
no.
that is not the
I'm
rule.
talking. I'm talking about. I mean, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you use the verb in continuous form, right? In past, in future. Okay,
Okay.
but when you always use the verb spend, you're gonna use the preposition on.
You spend on a house, for example,
Yes.
or you spend on a
You
business.
spend your money on food. You spend your money on clothes. You spend your money on what? On
Okay,
unnecessary things, right? Okay, right. So we're
let me
spending.
try with the second.
Okay, go.
We can always borrow some money from the bank.
Exactly. Very good. Okay, that is the correct preposition. Okay,
In the bank,
from.
right?
Uh,
Yes,
I
From.
from
thought
the bank.
From
From
the
the
I
bank.
thought
bank.
it was
Yes, at the bank.
Me
Not
too.
really, because in this case, what are you talking about?
We're
Okay,
taking money from the bank. We
you're
are
talking.
getting money.
You're talking. Okay, exactly. You're talking about a source.
okay.
Okay, where does the money come from? In this
From the
case,
Okay.
bank.
from the bank,
Or from
right?
where are you borrowing the money?
Exactly. All right. So we can always borrow some money from the bank. All right. It's different if I say, oh, yesterday I went, no, yesterday I was at the bank to
Borrowing.
pay my loan, right? In that case, you use at because you're talking about a specific point,
Okay.
all right?
So in when you're talking from about some places or for some stores, for example, right? You can also say we can always buy clothes from the store. I don't know. It's always from
Yes,
when you're
exactly.
referring to a place where you
Mm,
buy, right?
it's not when you refer to a place, it's when you refer to the origin of something,
Okay.
where
We can
where that
always
thing comes from.
okay. We can always, for example, drink some coffee. No, drink some coffee from the Starbucks, for example. From.
Exactly, from. Uh-huh.
Perfect.
Okay. So what
But
about, yeah, tell me.
we can drink some coffee at Starbucks. It's correct
Okay,
too,
but
or
yes,
it
that's
isn't.
correct, but the concept is different.
But it's the same that Carlos said. So we can use the two, or
No,
Yes,
because
but
the
the
first
concept
one
is
refer
different.
more from the coffee, right? Refer more at the
Yes,
coffee.
it refers to the store. Okay, where does the
okay,
Exactly.
coffee come from? Okay, from Starbucks. But if you say, oh, we can get some coffee at the Starbucks, it means that you and I are going to a Starbucks and we're going to stay there
Exactly.
for a while and we're going to have some coffee.
okay,
All right.
okay.
Okay, what about letter C? Johnny, can you try?
Okay. Banks are willing to lend large amounts of money.
No,
Uh,
don't waste. Don't waste.
okay. Don't waste your money. Uh,
Oh, this is a tricky one. In or on?
In.
yeah, in such purchase. Purchase
Who thinks the answer is in? On, sorry, on.
is on.
Don't waste your money. I'm just asking you, is it in or on?
For me, it's in.
Okay, what do you think, Lopez?
That's a tough one, but I go with in.
Yeah, it's a tricky one. Yeah, this is a tricky one.
It's
Yeah.
waste in. Waste in.
Yeah.
What do you have, in or on, Lopez?
I would go with in, but I am already thinking about it
Doubt
because
it.
I'm trying to apply the same logic you applied to the spend, because waste in some sense could be the same as spend, but it's a bad way to spend things, so it could be on. So I
Mhm.
would, because of that, I would think of on. Yeah, I would go more with on than in.
Okay,
Waste
guys,
on is waste is
you
kind of,
waste, you waste, you waste your money on something.
yeah, because it's some sort of
Okay, you waste
spending.
your money on something. Okay, remember
Yeah,
when you use the verb waste, you always use an on. Okay,
yeah,
sometimes there's not like a specific explanation to identify if you're gonna use in, on. Okay, you need to memorize the collocation. Okay, in some other cases, we do have explanations. So on was, well, spend, sorry, on, right?
yes.
This is from, okay, and don't waste your money on such purchases. Okay, right. What about letter D, Bea?
No. Banks are willing to lend large amounts of money. In people
Banks are
starting up businesses.
banks are willing to lend large amounts of money. Mm, people starting up businesses. Uh-huh.
To people,
I to people. I think it's to people.
Exactly. It's two people. All right.
Okay.
Why two people? In this case, we have an explanation. Why?
because it's to whom are they willing to? You're
In
asking
this
the.
case,
Mm,
we're talking about,
I
yeah.
I will
Uh-huh.
go with the I will go asking myself a question: to whom are they willing to lend money? So you're talking about,
Who is going to exactly
yeah,
who is going to receive
the
the
money.
money? All right. So we're talking about a receiver. When you're talking about receiver, you use two. For
Yeah.
example, this letter, Bea, is from me to you, or this present is
okay.
from me to you. You are the receiver.
Okay.
Okay. All right. What about letter E, Marlon?
Hi, teacher.
Hey, Marlon, how are
Eh,
you?
I'm very tired, but I want to ask you a question.
Yes.
I'm just connecting. So you already passed with the activity that we did yesterday.
The presentations.
Yes?
No, that's gonna be later.
Ah, okay, okay, okay.
Don't
Perfect.
worry. Yeah. Mhm.
Okay. In letter E, I'm
Mhm.
going to invest my saving on, I think is I'm going to invest my saving on this project.
In or on?
I
In
think
this
it's
project,
in.
in this project.
Is in, exactly. You invest your money in something.
Okay.
Okay. You invest your money in something. And the last one, guys, is a phrasal verb that you studied when you were having classes face to face. So I don't know if you remember this. How can I count down in or on?
On, right? I think it's on.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it's on.
Put down on.
Yes.
Put down on.
How can I count down on clothing cost? What is the meaning of count down on?
Reduce.
Reduce, exactly, reduce. Very good. Okay. So remember, spend on, borrow from. Well, in this case, you have a source. Okay. Waste on. Okay. You use to when you're talking about a, a receiver. Okay. Invest in. And this is an standard expression, right? This is a phrasal verb. And this is a phrasal verb, okay? And we always use the preposition on, count down on. And the meaning is reduce.
Can you repeat what you explained? I, I mean, how can I difference when I have to use in or on with a verb?
Okay, all right. But in this case, when you use spend, you're going to use on.
Mhm.
And that is an standard collocation,
Okay.
okay? You use on all the time, okay? That is a standard collocation. Borrow, when you use borrow, you use from. Okay, that's one thing. The second thing, in this case, you're talking about a source. Okay, where this money
Okay.
comes from the bank. Okay, all right. For example, I can say, or I can ask you, Bea, hey Bea, can I borrow a $5 from you? Okay, you are the source. Okay, the money comes from you.
Mhm.
Okay, when you use waste is followed by the preposition on. Okay,
Okay.
two, when we're talking
But
about, uh-huh.
I mean, there's only like four verbs uh in this exercise, but what about all the other verbs?
No, okay. Eh, well, we're going to focus on you may have some other functions for these prepositions, okay? But remember
Okay.
that prepositions are sometimes kind of confusing, okay? So little by little, okay? But so far, let's try to focus on these functions, okay?
Okay.
All right. And two, okay, when you're talking about receiver, right? Okay. Invest is another it's another standard expression, I would say, because we always use invest followed by the preposition in.
Okay.
You can invest your money in a business, you can invest your money in a project, um, okay. You can invest your money in a friend's business, okay. And countdown on is a phrasal verb. It's a three-word phrasal verb. Okay. And you cannot use in, you can't use to. All right. The preposition is on all the time. Okay. And the meaning is reduce.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Look at this. Uh let's go over this discussion, right? Where does your money normally go? Ordering takeout, paying um paying bills, going out with friends, grocery shopping, transportation, clothes, holidays, renting a room or a flat. Flat is an apartment, right? So, Lopez,
Yep.
where does your money normally go?
Uh, mm, Grocery shopping, paying utility bills,
Mm-hmm.
transportation, going out with friends. I think. Yep. Those five
Okay.
things in that order.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Okay. What about you, Johnny? Where does your money normally go?
Uh, paying the bills and going out with friends.
Going out with friends.
Yeah.
Okay. What about you, Frank?
Well, my case, um, paying bills. The second one is grocery shopping, and the third one is my savings. Those
Your
three are the,
savings.
yeah, are, yeah. I know that it's not there, but
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
those are the three destination where my
Uh-huh.
money goes. So
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Okay. What about you, Martin?
Well, in my case, paying bills and going out with friends. Maybe grocery shopping is like when when you do the supermarket.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, grocery shopping.
Okay, right. What kind of bills or what bills do you pay at home, Marmot? Because you don't live alone, right?
I live with my mom and my brother.
So you share
Well,
expenses.
yes, yes,
Mhm.
but I have to pay the internet bills
The internet
and
bill.
the gas bill and the water, um, and I have to buy grocery.
Okay. All right. I see. Okay. Carlos Santos, where does your money normally go?
Well, paying bills. For example, in my case, is the student bills, right? The credit for the for my study in Mexico, and also I pay for my car, right? And grocery shopping. That is my top two.
Okay. All right. Very good. Armando?
Yes, well, I have several expenses. Um,
Mm-hmm.
well, the grocery shopping every weekend. Of course, as I said before, the monthly payment of bills, water, electricity, gas, and some insurance
Mm-hmm.
policies. Of course, gasoline for transportation,
Yeah.
and well, some saving for holidays. Because I
But
like to go out, go get away with my wife.
recently, Armando, you have a cut down on transportation or gas for your car,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah. I'm doing some saving, because,
Mhm.
well, when I was at the office, I used to come to my home for having food. There is no change. But in terms of transportation, yes, I'm saving some gasoline cost and
Okay.
maintenance of the vehicle.
All right.
Yeah,
Maintenance. Okay. Yeah.
yeah.
Exactly. Okay. All
Mhm.
right. Let's see who else is missing. Oh, Bea.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Ordering takeout, it refers to buy food or, for
Yeah.
example, oh, okay, but
It can be your
from,
food. It can be your family's food. Okay.
but uh, I mean, it refers like, for example, when you, um, I don't know how to say pedir.
Order.
When you
Yeah.
order,
When you
yeah,
order.
you order pollo campero or something like that.
Con
Yeah.
noodle.
Exactly. That. Yeah.
Okay, so paying
Ordering
bills
takeout.
is the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Grocery shopping is the second one. Gas for my car. So I mean, transportation is the third one. Ordering takeout is the next one, and going out with friends.
Is the last one.
Yeah.
Okay. So going out with friends is not like a priority, I would say,
I mean,
for you.
not in this time because
Yeah.
COVID, but usually it is.
Uh-huh.
Just not now because I'm afraid to get sick
Okay.
or Uh-huh. But
All right.
I mean, I try to go out like once in a week or two or in a month. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
two
Yeah.
times in a month.
Twice a
But
month.
just places where you can save your health.
Okay. All right. How often do you order takeout, Lopez?
Lately, not. I haven't done it,
Mm-hmm.
but it could be up to 3 times a month, maybe. I rather cook my own food. I like to cook, and that, uh,
You live alone, right?
yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So I rather cook my food, and I enjoy cooking.
Hey,
So
but nobody has mentioned renting a room or a flat or I don't know your house. You don't paid you don't pay rent.
nope,
I pay rent.
You
Mm.
pay rent.
Yeah.
I don't pay rent.
Lucky you.
Yes, I wouldn't be able to
Mm.
live like I live if I had to pay rent. Rentals in El Salvador are ridiculously uh, expensive compared to the wages you receive. It's
Mhm.
not uh, you cannot compare those two things. You cannot relate them because it is ridiculous.
Yes, it's
Yeah,
too high.
The
yeah,
the wages are outrageously low, and the rentals are outrageously high.
yes.
So for someone to buy a house, I don't know how to do it. I don't see a possible way to do it unless I won the lottery, but the lottery from the USA or a
But
Europe one that is called Euro Millions. But
but
besides that,
where you live, Lopez, is your own property or
it's an inherited one, and it's at
oh
my
okay.
it's
All
only
right.
it's at my name, but uh, there are some legal figures we use so my family can use the house also. So, but
Okay. All right. Very good.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. Marlon, in your case, I think you don't pay rent, right?
No, because the house is my mom house.
Mm-hmm. Have you ever thought about having your own house, Marlon?
Yes, but is here in El Salvador is really, really, really expensive because
Huh?
I live in Canton El Carmen,
Mm-hmm.
who is near to the Colón Escalón, Final
Mm-hmm.
Colón
Yeah.
Escalón.
Yeah.
And
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking for a apartment or a house, not that big, but okay,
Uh-huh.
small here.
Yeah.
And an apartment costs $80,000.
A month.
Well, no, the
Eighty.
if you want to buy an apartment,
Ah, if you want to buy it, but the
uh,
rent
the
is like
rent
four hundred, and the rent is
No,
400,
it's like
50.
More.
500.
300.
The
Uh,
rent 400 or
Yes.
500.
yeah,
No,
and it's not include the service that you have to pay for the I don't know.
Is it more, guys? Is it more than 500?
Yes, teacher.
An apartment.
Yes,
Teachers, if for a house costs $35,000, you pay maybe 600 $25 in a residential. It's too high.
yeah,
And now Marlon is looking for $80,000.
yeah, but I think
You should call Freddy.
it's a big problem here in El Salvador because that it's a lot of project here in El Salvador near to the Zona Rosa, San Benito, Santa Elena, Escalón, but the price is very expensive. Not all not all the young people have the possibility to buy a house or to buy an apartment. If you go to the Fondo Social para la Vivienda,
Mhm.
yeah, they have house, but where they are, the house where is located in dangerous town sometimes,
Yeah. Mhm.
so it's not a possible. It's not a possibility,
Mhm.
but I think it's better than when you find like I don't know, maybe I, how do you say teacher, terreno? I don't
The
remember.
land.
The land, because
Yeah.
sometimes here the land is not too expensive, but it's very weird when when someone is selling the land.
Yeah. Exactly.
But if you can buy some land near to the Colón Escalón, it's a good plan.
Yeah. Exactly. Okay. All right. Well, guys, we're gonna continue talking about this topic tomorrow, but right now we're going to move to the presentations. Okay. So,
What presentation?
presentations. Well, Bea, were you here yesterday?
No, I wasn't.
Bea? No, right?
No, I wasn't. Can you hear me? Yes.
Yeah. Mhm. Were you here
Okay.
yesterday?
No, I wasn't.
Okay. So you need to think of one of your um think of one of your trips, okay, and you need to
Okay.
summarize that trip in 5 pictures. When you present your 5 pictures, you need to follow a sequence. All right, when presenting the pictures, okay, and you're going to talk about that trip. Okay, you're going to talk about the pictures you're going to present. Okay, so that's the presentation. Maybe you
But
can get ready for tomorrow.
what is the enfoque?
uh if you take a look at the previous, if you take a look at the previous file, we were talking about trips.
Okay.
All right, so that's why I decided you to work in a presentation about your uh, one of your trips. Okay.
Okay, but it's just talking about it. I
Yes,
mean, we
exactly.
don't have to say something in a specific.
No, 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 not
Okay,
really. Okay.
okay,
All right. So, and it's going to be evaluated. It is the second evaluation, because the first one was
okay.
about the news, if you remember.
Yes.
Okay, all right. Actually, you got 10.
Oh, yay.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So maybe you can get ready for tomorrow. All right.
Okay.
Okay. So, Marlon, are you ready? Do you want to be the first one?
Oh, okay.
All right.
Just let me 1 minute to find the picture.
Okay.
Um, okay.
Need to be a presentation, or can I show it with my phone, for example?
You can show your, yeah, you're gonna share your screen, Carlos, and you
You
can
can see
show the
my screen
picture.
now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, this is the last trip that I did uh, before the quarantine.
Mhm.
That is why I like it so much, because never I thought with a pandemic. So this trip was with a friend, and it was visiting the first here is La Ipala, La Laguna de Ipala in Guatemala.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, it was nice because we walk for 2 hours to go to this place, because you have the option that you can go with your car, and it's like I don't know, maybe for people that don't have enough or a good condition, for me it's okay. But I like it so much, like walk, see the nature, see animals, take picture to the landscape, and that's why we prefer realize we prefer do well, we prefer did other way that is walking 2 hours. Um, it was a very cold weather. You can see
Yeah, it's
in this video. It was with a lot of uh, mist, I think,
mm-hmm.
with a lot of mist, high winds, and but uh, we accamp in this lake, and it was nice because the weather, uh, my friends, and the experience, and the local person, it was very nice with us, and then the next day or next 2 days, I think we went to the Pacaya volcano, because it was an excursion, and we joined to this person, to these people,
Yeah.
and
Mm-hmm.
we climbed to the not top of the mountain because it's very dangerous, but a point of the volcano that is able to see the lava. I don't know, the lava, and yeah, it was nice because this picture was taken like 3 in the morning, 3 a.m. in the
All right.
morning, and you see like the light that the lava has. It
Yeah.
it was amazing to me because I was very close to the to the lava.
Mm. Yeah.
Uh, I was more close than this, but I cannot take picture at that moment. But yeah, you see, you feel the hot, and you have to be carefully because not all the land that you are stepping, I don't know, is
Mm-hmm.
safe or is good, because there are rivers of lava down of the land, so you have to be carefully. But for me, it nowadays is good remember uh, picture, remember my friends, because we have a lot of plans to this 2020, but with the pandemic, it was a different way to spend time,
Yes.
uh, because we learn how to communicate through video calls or other social media.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you always try to be good and try to be safe for your family. So it's nowadays you can go to other country, but in my thought, it's not good enough because for me it's dangerous. I got sick with coronavirus
Mm-hmm.
in July, and it's not a good experience, because not only for me, because for my family, because if you get sick, your family too, it's a big possibility. So, and it here in El Salvador is very, very dangerous for the hospital, because we don't have the enough infrastructure or the medicine. So you really had to take care. But yeah, it was a very good trip because it was the last before the pandemic. So that's my
Okay, very
journey.
good. How long did you stay there, Marlon?
I think for a week.
For a week. Okay,
Yeah, for a
very
week.
good. Mhm.
Yes. Okay.
Nice.
Mm, okay.
Okay. Let's see, Armando.
Well, let me share my screen. Can you see it?
It's loading. Okay, now I
Okay.
do. Yeah. Mhm.
Okay, let me share with you my first trip to London.
To London. Okay.
Actually, it was a business trip because 4 years ago I took a new position in the company. So I attend a summit there with my colleague. So I took advantage of visiting this historic city. I like, the knights, history, castles, and something like that. That's the reason
Can
why
you
I
make it
love
bigger,
to
please?
ask. Sorry,
Can you make it bigger?
let me see. I try to. Okay, here we go. It's
All
better
right.
now.
Yeah, better.
Okay, so well, no, and at that time um, we spent the whole morning at the office, and then after lunch we used to go to iconic places that like that you are seeing in the picture
Yeah.
at the left hand. On the left hand of the presentation is the Big Bang, which is an iconic, infrastructure of London. And the right left, and the right left, there is the uh, Tower Bridge, which
Mm-hmm.
is an ancient, monument of London over the river. I don't remember the name of the river right now. Somebody can help me. Um, well, I spent 1 week, you know, uh, visiting different places because, as I said before, I like the historical, places, museums, or iconic infrastructure like this. So let me go to the second slide. There are some castles. And let me activate the pointer. Okay, here we go. Well, those are some castle. Inside of this castle is the crown of the queen. So it's a kind of museum of the several kings and queens that the United Kingdom had along the story. And there are, open, several open spaces for show with that kind of jewelry, crowns, rings, clothes with the gold, and diamonds. And then this is, I remember the Thames River with the bridge, Tower Bridge. There is a story, ancient story, where these towers used to be used like jails because when at that time uh, United Kingdom people, particularly the English, were enemy or were in war with French.
Mhm.
So the French that were captured at that time uh, were put in there into these jails. And there are some stories that say that sometimes the guards that are were surveillance or looking after those prisoners, they haven't food because the city was under attack. So those stories said that those guards starting to eating the prisoners. That's the reason
Okay.
why they were we called beef feeders. Actually, there is a gin drink, alcoholic drink, which is called the brand, beef feeder. Um, I don't have a picture of those because they have a attractive costume with red, shirt and pants. Very, interesting the clothes that they use. So this is the story behind of that, ancient monument there. Um, Lastly, this is the modern place. Well, there are some buildings from of 200 years, but this place is Piccadilly Circle. Piccadilly Circle is, it's a kind of urban place where people join for having fun, for speaking and listening music, street music. There are many street artists on the street, and the people use in summer likes to go out and walk to over the streets. And then under this city, of course, they have a tube, which is underground that connected the old city, the old places. So people don't need to use cars. They use not just the subway services. And this is a parade that I couldn't take the picture, before those guys approach. Um,
Yeah.
this is exactly. This is the Royal Guard.
Uh-huh.
That those guys also are very famous because you have, I think, see saw a picture of them when they are talking about London or UK. Like the buses that are the two, floors, very famous in London also. Those guys are kind of iconic symbol of
Uh-huh.
London. So that the
Okay.
reason why I came back to years later for enjoying the place during the summer. That's it.
Okay. Very good. Interesting. Okay.
Thank you.
Well done. Well done.
Let me stop share. Okay.
Okay. All right. Very good. Eh, who's next? Carlos Santos, are you ready?
Yeah, I can be.
All right.
Yeah,
Good. Go
I
ahead. Go
think
ahead.
so. I think this is this one. Tell me when you are seeing my no, it's not this. Or yeah.
Not yet. Not yet.
No, no yet. Let me see. What happened here? Hmm. My sorry. Allow permission.
But that's for recording.
Okay.
Mm,
Hmm.
don't you have a
Sorry.
don't you have a green arrow that says share screen? It's a
Yeah,
green one. Okay, so click on it.
but it appears different opinions, different things. I don't know why. It's the first time.
You have to click
Mm,
on the screen that it's your
your
presentation,
presentation.
how your video.
No, but I don't have presentation. I only have in my
Ah,
Google
you have,
Drive. I had.
um, okay.
Let me connect. Let me see. Oh fuck. Let me see one more time. Sign in and uh-huh.
Family friendly.
Well, Carlos,
Uh-huh.
I don't think I have time for any other presentation. So I'm gonna choose another person, and maybe you can present tomorrow.
No, right now you're seeing my screen or
Okay,
not?
all right. Okay, all
Yeah,
right.
right.
Yeah, it's you
Okay.
with
No, no, no.
it's you
I don't see anything.
in
I I
Roblox.
I just see you with the El Salvador flag.
Ah, really? So no,
Yeah.
no. So sorry. You can with another person. So
Okay. All right.
I will do the presentation.
Frank, are you ready?
Yes, I ready.
Okay. Go ahead. Go ahead, Frank. Hurry up.
Well, I I copied to Armando's idea. I mean, it's the same place I visited
London.
yeah, last year. If for and for the same
Uh-huh.
reason, I have to say that
Uh-huh.
that trip was a blessing because I didn't expect that. I mean, I hadn't been working for 2 months. Then those guys hired me, and I started to work on Wednesday. I remember, and then I traveled to London the next Monday in order to give, in order to
Really?
get, in order to get a training.
That fast.
So uh, we uh, we were in a city outside the London downtown, which is called Hemel Hempstead.
Mm-hmm.
This is the picture that I took in the first day because we visited a restaurant called the Paper Mill. We ate the most typical dish, which is fish and chips. So we ate that dish that day. I remember that it was too cold, at least for me, because I don't get used to the cold weather. So it was difficult for me the first 2 weeks. Then the weather turns a little bit better. So during the week, we don't have the chance to visit any place because we were outside the city of London. I mean, the center of
Mm.
London.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
During weekends, we had the chance to visit many places. I didn't have the same look as Armando because I couldn't see the Big Ben because since 2017, I guess, it's been repaired, so I couldn't see it. But I took this picture at the background with the Big Ben being repaired and the British Parliament. And then here, after visiting the Tower of London, we go outside and saw the Tower Bridge as well. It was an amazing view, an amazing day as well, because we could see many things that we hadn't imagined. I mean, as I said, I didn't imagine go to London, so it was a good chance to visit
Yeah.
stadiums as well. I'm a football fan, you know that. So I
Yeah.
visited the Wembley Stadium. I walking around there. Also the Emirates Stadium, the Arsenal's stadium. But I had the chance to took a tour in Chelsea's stadium. We went uh, there and we can look the locker rooms, the press room, the field as well. and we have the chance to learn about the Chelsea history, football, and see their trophies, their teams along the time. So it was a very good experience as well because I could share with many people with of many countries because the group was um, uh, with many people. For example, I remember a guy from Turkey, so
Mm-hmm.
we were spending the whole time during the tour and making jokes and talking about many things. So it was interesting because I could meet another people as well. Then this was the last day over there. We went to Greenwich. We took a trip on boat from London to Greenwich. So we have the chance to visit the O2, which is a conference center where, for example, is celebrated many concerts. For example, Backstreet Boy were presented there when we were on London.
Bastard
But
boy.
yeah, the
Oh,
Backstreet.
okay.
My boss had the chance to go to
To
that
go.
concert. Yeah, she was very excited about it. But so in that day, we had the opportunity to travel in on um, two flat bus. I don't know how do you say that in English. Yeah, a very iconic transportation in London. So it was a very good experience the whole trip because besides the
Mhm.
learning the knowledge I get related to my work, I have the chance to know many places as well. So far it has been the most interesting trip that I've got. So that's it.
Okay. All right. Very good. Very good, Frank. Okay. Well, I'm gonna continue tomorrow with the presentations as well, guys. Uh, let's go over the attendance. Hold on a second, please. Okay. Hector Alvarez, missing. Jonathan Cruz,
Present.
Walter Figueroa, excused. Victor Garcia, missing. Manuel Gomez, missing. Freddy Enriquez.
Present.
Hey, Freddy.
Hi, teacher. I'm in a conference.
Okay. All right. Marlon Hernandez,
Present.
Héctor López,
Here I am, teacher.
Bea Mendoza,
I'm here.
Carlos Navas,
Yeah.
Esmeralda Pérez, missing. Lisandro Ramos, excused. Francisco Salazar,
Present.
Carlos Santos,
Present.
Becker Granados, missing. Okay. All right, guys. So we're gonna continue tomorrow, okay, with the presentations and the new lesson we started today, okay?
Thank you,
So
teacher.
Okay.
have a great night, guys, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay.
See you there.
See you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.